while you are doing breakout rooms or just anytime you are Zooming, you have a couple other buttons down here at the bottom. You have a chat window. So the chat window will, again, it's a floating window here. This allows everyone to chat. So maybe if you need to send out a link to somebody, maybe it's a Google Doc, maybe it's a file, I can type messages here, and then every participant will get a little flag that shows up in their chat window telling them that there's been a message posted. So you could have students post questions in there if you wanted to. So as you're presenting, if you want students to interrupt you, that's fine. If not, if you want them just to post their questions to the chat, and you can spend a few minutes at the end going back and reviewing those, again, that works great. Personal preference, again, with your chat, you can either merge this chat window to the meeting window, which stays here all the time. The only thing is when you do this, there's certain things that don't work the same. So for example, if I hold on the space bar, that would normally unmute me, but sometimes whenever the chat window is docked like this, it will not mute. But if it's popped out or floating on top, then that does still work. If I want to attach a file, I could go ahead and attach a file, choose a file from my computer, and go ahead and attach that and send that out to everyone that they could click on it and open it up. And again, this could be a Google Doc that everyone's working on collaboratively while we're still chatting and while we're still talking. And I can keep the whole discussion going. Now, with the chat, I do have some rules here. I can choose who people are allowed to chat with. So I can choose whether or not they can only chat with people publicly, or can they only chat with the host, or do I want them to not be able to chat with anybody? And that's the first thing you're probably thinking is, I don't know if I want them to chat. Again, it's up to you. It's all about how you use it. You could post things to the chat and not let the participants send messages back. Entirely up to you. Or I could say you can only send things to me and I can send things back to you, but you can't send things to the whole group. And then finally, you can choose whether or not they can send things to the entire group or publicly and privately. Privately, it would simply mean that if I wanted to or they wanted to, instead of where it says everyone here, I could choose one specific person, and it would send a private message just to that one person who's part of this chat. Again, I would recommend probably against that if you're choosing to do that.